Epic Universe Express Passes, VIP tours, and the Darkmoor Monster Makeup Experience tickets are finally on sale. Hello everybody, welcome. We've got all the information for you right here, and there are some big surprises you're gonna want to be aware of before you buy. Well, we've all been waiting for these express passes and VIP tours for months now, just waiting for them to go on sale, and now they're finally out there. You can buy them right now, go out and get them on the website. And once again, Universal has dropped them with literally zero fanfare. No pre-announcement, no hype, no nothing, no letting us know it's coming. And they just silently dropped them on the website, exactly what they did when the single day tickets were available, which again was a total departure from how they handled everything prior to that. Not a word, literally absolutely no information, and just boop, dropped on the website. Once again, we can speculate till the cows come home as to why they did that. Probably has something to do with trying not to crash their website, but spoiler alert, they were unsuccessful because as soon as people started hearing and the word was out, boop, there went the website. It went down earlier today. It was a no-go for quite a while. They had to pause the whole system, but it is back up and you can buy them right now. Now, what's really interesting is that we now officially have all ticket options available. Everything that is going to be available is now out there for you to purchase. There are no additional tickets coming, no additional special add-ons. This is it. We've got everything, so all your options are completely on the table now. You've got your multi-day tickets, you've got your single-day tickets, you've got your express passes, you've got your hotel packages, VIP tours, and the monster makeup, and we're going to talk about photos. It's all out there for you to buy, so no more waiting, quit procrastinating, now is the time, go buy. Let's jump right in and talk about these express passes because there's a lot of cool information here you're going to want to know about. First of all, the express passes are surprisingly, I think it caught a lot of people off guard, surprisingly available even for opening day of May 22nd, 2025. So if you are going to Epic Universe on opening day, you absolutely are going to want to get express passes if you can score them. Last I checked, they were still available. I ended up getting express passes for opening day. I don't get express passes very often. I really hardly ever get express passes, but I knew I was going to be there opening day. It's going to be a zoo. I had to get them. So as of the recording of this video, they were still available. Go ahead and check it out. They might be gone now, but it's worth a look. Now, these express passes are add-ons to your existing tickets. This is not you need to go purchase an additional, some different ticket package or single day ticket to Epic Universe and then include it with that. You can go out there and buy the express passes as a completely separate add-on and choose the date you want to use it on. So you don't have to worry about, hey, I already purchased my tickets, how do I get express passes? You can just go out there and get them completely separate. Now, when you purchase them, you will select the day that you want it to be for, how many people you want it to be for, and then you will also need to assign those express passes to individuals in your party. So you're going to want to make sure that you have people assigned in your Universal account on the website that you can assign the tickets to. So for me, I have my whole entire family and all of their annual passes and everything set up in my system. It's really easy for me to go, click, choose the name, and then assign it to that person. If you didn't do that, you can add them at the time of purchase, no big deal. Now let's talk about the prices for these express passes. It says starting at $129.99 for these express tickets. I will say, just looking at the prices right out of the gate from opening day onward, they're in the $260 range. Basically double that $129 price that they say. So for the first few weeks, it is double the price per person. It's $260. Now, these express passes are the same price for everybody, no matter what your age. So it doesn't matter how old you are, it doesn't matter if it's for kids or adults, express pass is gonna be the same price. Now, one important thing to note is that these are limited express passes. These are not unlimited express passes. If you stay at a deluxe signature resort at Universal, you get free express passes to Universal Studios and Islands of Adventure, and those are unlimited express passes, meaning you can ride the rides as many times as you want over and over and over again. For Epic Universe, these express passes are one time per attraction. Once you burn it on that ride, you can't ride it again, unless you wait in the standby line. There are also some attractions that are not valid with these express passes, at least as of right now. This could change in the future. So the attractions you're going to be able to use this on are Constellation Carousel and Stardust Racers, the two attractions there in Celestial Park. In Dark Universe, it'll be valid for Curse of the Werewolf and Monsters Unchained, the Frankenstein Experiment. Over in Super Nintendo World, it's going to work for Mario Kart, Bowser's Challenge, and the Yoshi's Adventure attraction. Over in How to Train Your Dragon, Isle of Berk, it will work for Hiccup's Wing Gliders, Fire Drill, and the Untrainable Dragon Show. And then last but not least, in the Wizarding World of Harry Potter, Ministry of Magic, it will work for the show Les Cirque Arcanu. Now you may have noticed there were a few attractions missing. There are in fact 3 attractions that are not included in the Express Pass. The first is Dragon's Racers Rally there in How to Train Your Dragon Isle of Berk, Donkey Kong's Minecart Madness over there in Super Nintendo World, and then Harry Potter and the Battle at the Ministry in the Wizarding World of Harry Potter. So if you had your heart set on those 3 attractions, you're definitely going to have to wait in the standby line for now. Again, this could change in the future depending on the time of year. This is not unlike other Express Passes that have launched at the previous parks where some things were not included originally with Express Passes, and then later on they were eventually added to those Express Passes. Now, a couple of other things to note, these Express Passes are for all day. These are not the Express Passes that are available for after 4 p.m. So if you know anything about annual passes, if you have the highest level of annual pass, you get free Express Pass after 4 p.m. Since you're paying for these Express Passes, they are available to use all day. Now, one of the other things I want to make sure people really understand, because I keep getting questions, I keep seeing comments about this, you do not get free Express Pass at Epic Universe, no matter what hotel you stay at. Currently, if you stay at one of the big 3 signature deluxe resorts at Universal, this is going to be Portofino Bay, Hard Rock Hotel, and Royal Pacific. If you stay at one of those hotels, you get free unlimited Express Pass to Universal Studios and Islands of Adventure. You do not get Express Passes for Epic Universe. It doesn't matter if you stay at one of those hotels, doesn't matter if you stay at Helios Grand, doesn't matter. There are no free Express Passes for Epic Universe at this time. This is something they very well could add in the future. If they do add it, I don't expect to see that get added until maybe next year. Now let's talk about VIP tours that are now available. These are not available on opening day or for any day after opening day. So May 23rd on, you can purchase a VIP tour package. This is a 4-hour guided tour by a special team member that will take you around the park. Wherever you want to go, you can guide them, they can guide you, depends on how you want it to go. But essentially, they will take you around the park, they'll talk to you about things, they'll guide you around, and they will take you basically right to the front of the line. This is almost Express Pass on steroids. They literally just walk you right up to the front of the line and you get on the line. You don't really have to wait in line with these VIP tours. You also essentially get the single ride Express Pass with your VIP tour included. So if you don't get through all the attractions in the time that you have for that 4-hour VIP tour, you still get the single ride express and you can go about your day later on. So say maybe your VIP tour ends at like 1 or 2 o'clock and you plan on staying the rest of the day, you will still get this single ride express pass to use for all of the other attractions that you haven't ridden yet. So you don't have to worry about trying to cram the front of the line experience all in within that 4-hour period of time. You can use a lot of that time just kind of hanging out, going to a restaurant, getting the white glove treatment if you want. You also get free valet parking for 1 vehicle as part of the VIP tour. Now let's talk about the price of this gem. It starts at $389 per person. And again, that does not matter how old the person is. If it's a child or an adult, doesn't matter. It's $389 per person. Now that's just the starting price. If you want to do this on opening weekend, on opening weeks, the first few weeks, it's going to run you $650 per person. Whew, wow, that's a lot. $650. That's like what I want to spend on, like, you know, a whole weekend of my vacation. So $650, if you got the money, it's worth it, go for it. But that's a lot of money to shell out there in the first few days of Epic Universe. But there are some dates way later in the year, not very many, where it is only $389. But mostly it's going to run you between $400 and $500 on average, up to $650. I will say that many dates are already sold out for these VIP tours, so you're not going to want to wait too long. I think some of the dates will be available forever. They won't sell out, but there's a lot that are just starting to disappear because there are limited quantities of these VIP tours. Now let's talk about the Darkmoor Monster Makeup Experience. This sounds so much fun to me. It's for ages 5 and up. It is not just geared for children. It is not a Bibbidi Bobbidi Boutique over at Disney. This is for all ages, 5 all the way up to, 100 or 115 or whatever the oldest person on record is. All ages, you can do this makeup experience. This is located within Pretorius's Scientific Oddities building. And there are, in fact, 2 different options for the makeup experience. There's the experiment and there's the transformation. The experiment is a full face makeup. I mean, the full thing. If you did the full face makeup at Universal Studios when they had a monster full face makeup experience over at Universal Studios for a time. They were kind of testing this out and seeing how it went and seeing if it was successful. And then they've now brought that to Epic Universe, but basically pumped it up and made it even more. This is going to run you $45 for a full makeup transformation into some specific characters like Dracula or the Bride of Frankenstein or Frankenstein's monster. And that $45 is not variable at all. It is always $45 every day. Doesn't matter how busy the day is or not. It's $45. You can purchase those tickets now. This gives you about a 20-minute long experience. That's it, just about 20 minutes. This is not an hour-long experience. It's 20 minutes in and out. You get that full face and you're on. Now let's talk about the second option, which is the transformation. The pricing for this is $169 for adults and $109 for children. Now, the experiment version, just the full face makeup, that was $45 for everybody. There's no difference between adults and children. For this experience, it is a little bit cheaper for children, $109 and $169 for the adults. Again, no variable pricing for this. It's the same no matter what day it is. You don't have to worry about it being more expensive depending on the day. It's a flat price. Now, the transformation experience is a little bit different. You do still get the full makeup experience, and you also get some accessories that come with it. Now, this is, again, mentioned as a 20-minute experience. So it seems to me like the time that it's going to take to do either one of these is going to be the same, 20 minutes, except one's like 3 times as expensive, 2 times depending on if it's a child, but a lot more expensive. And all I can really tell that you're getting is some accessories with your makeup. And so that seems kind of excessive. I'm trying to figure out if it's really worth doing the transformation version. It doesn't really say anything about maybe getting some more interesting things on your face. Maybe there's a larger booklet of facial styles to choose from instead of like the experiment might be only like 10 different things to choose from, and the transformation, maybe it's like 100. I don't know. Maybe if you do Frankenstein's monster, maybe they put some like little accessory bolts on your face versus the experiment might just be painted on bolts on your face or stitching or whatever on your face. I'm not sure, because it seems to me like 100 and like 15 bucks or something more money just for some accessories. Those better be some really good accessories. Now, I will say that regardless of which version you pick, experiment or transformation, there are all sorts of accessories, and I think even costumes and clothing and all sorts of things that you can buy in that store, regardless of which one you choose. So you might want to just book the full face $45 one and then go in the store and kind of look and see what accessories are available and just buy those kind of one-off if you want to save a little bit of money. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see if the transformation gives you a lot of really cool stuff. I mean, if you get like, $100 or $150 worth of like accessories, then it's going to be worth it. But if you get like, 2 $10 things that are kind of cheesy, I would just stick with the full face. So we'll see. Now, they've also launched the pricing and tickets for the photo packages that you can purchase. Similar to Universal, Islands of Adventure, Disney, all these, they have these photo packages you can get, which entitles you to unlimited downloads of any official pictures taken by the team members in the park for that day. You get unlimited digital downloads for that. That is $89 per park pass. So you basically just need one park pass, and then your whole family can kind of use those photos, do as many as you want. You don't need to buy one for every single person in your party. You're really just good with one per day. It also says you get a Universal Photos themed lanyard and card. Don't really know what those are. I think it's just going to be, a standard lanyard. Not really sure. It's not going to be like the pictures they took of the day that are imprinted on the lanyard. It's just going to be themed. And then lastly, you get discounts on all their photo products that are online, things that you might want to use the photos with. Those are online. You can buy those. You get a discount on them. So those are all the big ticket prices that are available. And I do want to mention a couple more things. One is about the upcoming previews. I talked about this in a short and a TikTok, and I've gone through it in some little videos. But I do want to address a rumor that I've been hearing. Again, this is totally rumor. We're going off the grid now. I did want to just mention this since you're watching this video, why not throw this nugget in, about annual pass holder previews, the possibility of them dropping between April 2nd and the 4th. I don't know if that will actually happen. But I will tell you, I am going to be paying very close attention to my email and social media and trying to make sure, like, see, is it going to drop on those days? If it doesn't happen and it happens later or even happens earlier, it's not I don't know. This is unofficial information. It's just a rumor I've been hearing. So stay glued, stay ready. Could be happening any day now. A couple of other things, single rider. They are creating single rider for all the major attractions. Don't know if that will be live on opening day forward. Don't know when they'll go live, but the capability does exist, so that will be awesome when it goes in. If you are interested in an early entry into the parks, I did a whole video on early entry and how to make sure that you get in early, what hotels qualify, how you get in, what days it's good for, is it available for opening day and onward. Did a whole video on early entry. Check it out below. I'll link to it. And then the last thing, soft launches. This is different than annual pass holder previews. This is kind of just they open up the park and people can go in, maybe even general public. Don't have any information on that yet. We're hoping we get some soft launch information. I feel like the park needs some serious soft launch love because they're still having some issues with some attractions. Be on the lookout. I'm doing a video that should drop tomorrow that's going to cover some of that I think is going to be really interesting. You're going to want to check it out. It's going to be a cool video, but I'm doing it now, so it will be available tomorrow, so check that out. So overall, that's all the options. Everything's out there now. No more cards left against the vest. They've put all their cards on the table. All the tickets are out. If you're interested in Epic Universe, now's the time. Go and buy them now. I will also say I just saw that Disney just dropped some super cheap summer tickets. I think they're like 3-day summer tickets. Trying to get people to go over to Disney during the summer. They don't do a lot of sales during the summer. That's the busiest time of year for Walt Disney World. So the fact that they're offering up some discounts on tickets probably speaks volumes to what's going to go on with Epic Universe. So if you're planning a 1 to 2 week vacation down here for Epic Universe, maybe you should buy a 3-day ticket to go over to Disney for a couple of days. Could be worth your time, could be worth your money. It's on sale, so check that out as well. Anyhow, let me know what you think in the comments. Are you ready? Are you excited? Are you getting your tickets? Are you going to be there opening day? Are you going to be in the express line on opening day like I am? Hope to see you then. Be sure to like, subscribe this video, and share it with all your friends. Until I see you next time, the noble way is the easy way. Bye-bye, everybody.